we just grated one coconut, but we're going to do it again. So, shout out to my ladies from the 2024 retreat. So when you first get your coconut grater, right, because these were just made, you can see it's sprayed it with a silver coating. So I just use this, and I'm actually keeping an extra brush, like a toothbrush or whatever dish brush you have, so I can go in between to clean this, right? I've got lots of coconut oil in my hand. So I'm going to rinse this. And I'm going to show you. And we're going to turn this around for a second. All right. So I'm just going to take my brush that I keep for this, and I make sure I brush. And you're going to do that before you start using it. If you want, you can put a little bit of dish soap and give it a nice scrub so you don't have any pieces of the coating that they put on it coming off into your food. Give it a nice scrub. So this is the main coconut grater that I like to use. Alright, so it's rinsed off, scrubbed it, nice and clean, so we don't have any pieces, right, chipping off. Alright, so let's go ahead and attach it. Alright, so let's take our coconut grater that we just washed, and we're going to attach it. So notice there's a piece for here for you to screw up, so it becomes like a vice grip. I'm going to place mine on the side of the table, and I'm going to twist that vise up so it clamps onto the table, and I want to clamp it nice and firm. So I want to make sure that I'm twisting this around so that it is nice and firm. So it's got a nice grip here. Okay, so now this is nice and tight. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to grab a coconut and make sure that this one is actually sprouting. So usually you get in the States, the sprout will be gone. And I'm going to crack it right in the center. You're going to hold it over your hand and crack it like so to catch the water. Also, you're checking to see if any of them are bad. Right? So you're going to hold it like so. I think this one might be old. This is old coconut. So this is no bueno. Now let's open it up just so you can see. Now that's a sprout in there, but this goes in the compost. Wow. Alright, so that one was a dud. When you're dealing with natural food, that's what you're getting. And wash the bowl. Let's go for another one. Let's see if this one is good. This one has a sprout in it. This part is not good. So when you're dealing in the land of natural food, but this is good. This is how you're going to learn, right? This is coconut cream. Now you got to think this industry, throw this away this too. You can feel the coconut oil here. But this is no good. Let's go for another one. This one that I had was a good one that we already scraped out previously. Okay, this one sounds good. Looks like it's got a good amount of water. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see if the third time's the charm. So there's a sprout in that one. Some people eat that. It has its own nutrition in it. And then here's the water, which you can strain, pour it through a strainer. Now we want to just make sure we smell to make sure the coconut is good. And we'll take a second bowl. We'll go through that same process again that we did with the first bowl. All right, so we've got half of the coconut here. I'm going to make sure I take the coconut in the palm of my hand and then put it right here. All right, and I've got one hand here. Let's move it around so you can see another angle of how I'm holding the coconut. I've got it firmly in my hand. So I can turn it as I really grind this down. I can adjust the coconut in my hand. Faster if I want. So you can see the coconut there, getting all the way down inside. Can we get a little bit more? Maybe a little bit. So the texture of this coconut is nice and light and fluffy. I can do several things with this meat, right? So that was half, right? That's not even a whole minute. If I want to, I can take a knife and I'm going to take out this little sprout. The spoon. That pops out, the little sprout. All right. Take my spoon, dig out the sprout. Put that in the compost. Now I took out the sprout. Let's get the other half. I'm just going to keep turning it here. Pretty quick. So again, you can turn the coconut and still around. If you want to stop a little bit short, so if you don't want any pieces of any brown in there, but this is all still nice and light and fluffy. So I'm just going to take my finger, just go around to take the excess coconut out. I'm going to untwist it here. So basically, I'm twisting the vise, and then I can just rinse it with water. Alright, and again, I'm going to take the brush and brush it. Alright, so here is our coconut. Light and fluffy, with lots of liquid inside of it. So we're going to make some nice treats with that. Let's get into the kitchen, y'all, with this natural food.
Hello, and thank you so much for calling. You've reached Body Culinary Chef Coach Kwasa. I'm actually not available at the moment because I'm somewhere out in the garden preparing some beautiful, delicious food. I'm engaging in a movement practice. I'm putting some seeds into the ground. Perhaps I'm feeding the bunnies or the new kittens that arrived in April. So if you're trying to contact me, do be aware that you can get my attention with organic produce, talking about getting together for a movement practice, or being out in the garden. Otherwise, I'm unavailable. See you real soon.